Oh, what's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games BS Nighttime Edition, summertime. You know, we've had to change some of those times around due to traveling and due to other things on the schedule. Presented by MFTK Foundation.com. We probably got some clips from one of the camps. I'm putting it out there, guys. Dead the fuck serious. We need help. We need to move. We need packs. We need guys to buy stuff. That's basically it. That's the gist of what it is we need. Oh man. If we can somebody pull up the MFTK Foundation.com website for me, if y'all don't mind. We need everyone to get involved and you know, like I said, share the stuff. Come on out, help out with the football. Not just share the stuff, but like we need the football people to come to the football camps. We need people to finance it. We got some cool things. Actually, we're gonna have the book bags that have the little colored kids on them. But we also have our regular bags, different things like that. Shout out to the young bull Amari Gainer. You see, we've been doing stuff in the community for a while. He's on the cover of that. I forgot the young man's name to the on the far right, but he was a wide receiver from Pensacola. Man, I really liked him. Really wish it would have worked out better for him. But you know, we're doing our thing. For those who want to know how to help, or want to know more about the foundation, check all of that stuff out. It tells you everything, what we got going. It gives you the backdrop, all of this stuff. Actually, if you scroll down right here, this is before I even got into the foundation game. That young man with the gold hat, he's a lot taller now. He has one leg. He had cancer. He whooped cancer's ass, and we did some things for him almost a decade ago. It was actually pre-trace. That was over a decade ago. So we did that. And if you see in the background, you see the little colored kids on the book bags. Those are the book bags that we do give the elementary school age kids. It is a really cool thing. $36. They get a book bag. They get 9 weeks worth of school supplies. They get a week's worth of food for school. They get fed. We also have a football camp, and with the football camp, there's food, refreshments. There is they get swag bags, and all the different things that you could potentially want for a kid for getting ready for school. Also just doing all that stuff. So like you could just go check that out. A lot of cool shit that we do. And we do it differently than everybody else does it. So like I just don't care how it's done. I care about it getting done. And this is what we'll have. James Coleman Gives Back should be active. You know what? Hold on real quick. Let me stop guesstimating. Wow. I'm an advocate for carrots. Don't wait until your glasses until you blind, guys, to try to do stuff, because I just took them glasses off. I can't see.
Hey there.
Hey, what's going on, Brett? I got questions.
How are you?
I'm good. So when are we going live with the website so that people can sign up and do all of that jazz that they're supposed to do or whatever? Or is it live? Sunday. Okay. So with this on Sunday, it's the JamesColemanGivesBack.com website. So they should be able to go to JamesColemanGivesBack.com, and they'll be able to register as a volunteer or for the camps in Orlando, Tallahassee, and Jacksonville. What's the status on Tampa?
I text Gabriel today, and he didn't text me back. So I gave him some options. I was like, hey, like you said, if now is not a good time, James definitely wants to work with your organization. Just let me know. Like we're getting to a point where we need to make a decisions. But I reached out to him today and just was like, hey, update on the camp, and also no pressure. If you can't make it happen, we can just circle back at another time. Just let me know. And James is also interested in seeing how he can get some backpacks to you guys for the upcoming school year. So he didn't text me back.
Okay.
Yeah, but I put all of that out there to him this morning. I'll do a follow-up in the morning.
All right, cool. No problem. I was just curious. I know we got people who want to know, try to get that. Are we gonna cap the camp, or are we gonna just see how much we get, or what are we gonna do? I know we can only get so many swag bags and stuff like that. So
I honestly think that 125 is a good cap. Because it also just depends on how many coaches we have. So we make it a really good experience to have a coach to camper ratio that's solid.
Well, I know in Jacksonville we're gonna have we're gonna use B5, but we're gonna have the kids. Okay. We're gonna have Mandarin kids gonna be there to volunteer and coach, and some other guys. Tallahassee. I don't know. We gotta figure that out. But again, we can leave it. I would just say, if they're not registered, I don't want to turn anybody. I just did a camp. Well, I didn't do it, but I was at a camp. I don't want to turn people away, but you're just not gonna get a bag. Or we only have so many bags. So but those people whose name is registered, like when their name comes up, we can
make sure they
yeah. So but we can figure that out. All right, well, cool. I was just wondering about that. Appreciate you.
Gotcha. No problem. I got you taken care of.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. So, I don't want to answer questions that I don't know the answers to. So there we go. We got the answers. So Sunday, we should have all of the stuff laid out and being able to do things on a big level. Obviously the book bag drive, we will have as many bags as we can give. I know we'll get close to, I don't know, man. I got 1,000. I know we'll have a minimum of 1,000 between all of them. That's because those are already got. The goal is to get close to 6. So we'll see. But just so you guys can know, like, it's no bullshit with all of this stuff. It's high quality stuff. We will, like I said, you'll get a chance to see what some of the different things that we've done, and I'll be releasing promos there. But if you got a business and somebody, Jaden, go. I need you to go. We got an update too today, dog. We got a pilgrim we got. I love pilgrims in football, so you gotta go look at my dog Cade's page. If you don't mind going to look up that, I want to make sure we drop that news. But before we get into all of those different things, again, MFTK Foundation.com sponsors this. But before we get active, let's go ahead and start this show off the way we started off all the time, with a word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody want to thank you, God. Thank you, God.
We also got to make sure we get those. The game is starting, so we got to make sure we get those updates. Who y'all got? Indiana or OKC? Shy Glizzy or Hallibam? Is that what am I doing it right? One of those two teams. Just again, let me know what you got. Appreciate y'all for joining in. What we got, Jaden?
All right, we'll have our big games nighttime / evening edition tonight, June 16th, wonderful Monday. Let's get started. So we have a quick MFTK recap for the fans, getting into that before we dive into some FSU news, football and track to be specific. We're going to take a look at another retro logo list, James. This time is some G5 schools, talk about some other news in the college world, even touch on baseball. Then we'll go to the NFL. Shamar Stewart is still the topic of the mini camps and the offseason, so we can't wait to get into that. Have some player news as well as some infographics that I'm excited to share. Then we have our Big Games BS segment where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world. But we are starting with a different type of football championship news. Then we have some basketball and soccer and professional eating news. So can't wait to get into that. First things first, let's get into this MFTK segment. James, you mentioned this earlier at the start of the show, but just talk to us about your camp that you had in Tallahassee, in your home city.
Yeah, not just in the home city, in my hood. Like, again, like I could literally throw a rock at the apartment that I grew up in. From where we were at. Shout out to Rockbrook, Tallahassee, stand up. Kids have a way of, like, I love them, right? But like damn, sometimes they just say some shit without thinking, bro. Like Kyle was just like, dang, daddy, like y'all, that's it. Like to the house, to the apartment.
Oh wow.
He was just like, because we got there early, and then so I was like, all right, let me go just drive. I'm gonna show you guys the contrast. And like, you know, the cool thing is there's some newer homes in that neighborhood, like newer townhomes, like something must have happened. So like it's like you see new and then you see like really run down. It's like no in between. And you know, I pull up and like the whole damn like to drive into where the apartment was, like really just like it could fuck your car up. Like Miles, I would literally tell you not to drive your car there. It's like it's gonna, like, if your shocks aren't good, it's gonna fuck your car up. Like and now you're in a worse situation than you were in before. But you know, we went there. Shout out to Rockbrook, shout out to Lincoln High School for allowing us to do that. One of the cool things, both my sons was there, as well as little man. But they got active. It's just saw my favorite there. Trey is actually, like, I was watching the videos and I was like, damn, he ain't really that bad.
He looked like he's taking it serious.
Yeah, like, you know, well, he's just always got that face where he's just like, but this part right here was funny. Kyle was like, yo, cameraman, I want him to see my footwork. And I'm like, damn. And, you know, both of them was doing the thing and just, you know, taking on good instruction. You got Pat Watkins, high school All-American, one of the better guys coming out of Tallahassee. You got me, you got Amari Gaynor. All three guys played pro. All guys from out of the city. One of the things that I'm gonna really beat this drum the next probably the next decade is there needs to be a camp in the summertime, Friday nights, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning, in the metros that I live in. In probably every major metro. Like when I'm sitting here thinking about Tallahassee, like Tallahassee from 1998 to about 2003, 2004, and obviously even more than that, man, it was some cats that came out of the city, dog. You got Mike Gaines is one of those guys I was telling somebody about, that Mike Gaines was a senior when I was a freshman, and everybody was like, you're going to be the next Mike Gaines. And I was just like, all right, cool. Like Mike was that guy. But you got Antonio Carter, AC, big out of Rickards. You got you know, like I said, I could go on and name some of the names, but you got a lot of guys that if everybody kind of like let the pro, like we got a bunch of current pros from Tallahassee in the NFL right now. Shout out to Florida High, just had a kid drafted in the second round. You got and you're gonna have some guys coming up. I think Amari Harvey is going to be a kid from out of Georgia Tech, again, Florida High grad, that's going to have a chance to go to the league. Let those new pros get that shit out of the way in the month of June, and as old heads take oh man, yes, appreciate you. Eddie Boo, New Orleans Saint, was that guy. You know, let the young heads have June, and let the old guys have July, so the young guys can go back and do what they're doing, and you're good. Here in Jacksonville, same thing, man. Jacksonville got so many former pros and current pros that live here. Obviously, you have an NFL city, but like, man, don't be charging these kids $150 or $200 to come to these fucking camps for one day. Like, that's just like, you don't need that money, dog. Like, you already got enough. But I really, like I said, I really enjoyed it. It was hot. It was really hot. And at the end of the day, it's about doing what's best for the Jits. So a lot of people that want to find a reason to dislike me look at the name and hear the tongue-in-cheek joke. And really, the problem is they really think I give a fuck about what they have to say about MFTK. Like, they don't say it, but I'm like, man, fuck you. With Magic's dick. If you're not doing the same shit that I'm out here doing, like, if you don't like it, go do it yourself.
Facts.
Over here, we cuss, we smoke, we drink, and we give back. If you want to give back without cursing, smoking, and drinking, God bless. Come here, baby boy. Being nosy. So, how'd you like the football camp? Come here, talk to him.
Me?
Come right here. How'd you like the camp? Right here, talking to the microphone. Turn around.
Good.
Did you learn anything?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part of the football camp? Yeah, talk big.
Maybe
big. Stand up.
Maybe the football thing we were playing outside.
All right, good. Nice talk. Go on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Did you like Pop's camp that we did on Father's Day on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
You like Papa's camp?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Good stuff. All right, peace. And that's why I respect Demario Douglas too, man. I may go buy a jersey. That kid did a free camp. There's so many guys. We have 4 Jaguar camps that all the people paid. Pop had like 200 some kids out at Mandarin on Sunday getting active. And yeah, like I said, man, I love all those kids. Like, just think about it like this. For you guys, it doesn't mean anything. But when they do these camps, some camps give them a shirt and shorts, right? But at least a t-shirt. I know a lot of y'all grew up rich, right? Grew up affluent. You know what I wore to school? Camp shirts. Like, that was a whole fit. A camp shirt and some basketball shorts was a fit. So that's why I think
That's what I wear today.
I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then at our camp, dog, they got like, Jaden, have you ever eaten Slim Chickens?
Yeah, I used to grub on it from time to time.
Their sandwich is kind of fire. They could have gave me some like sauce because it was a little, you can't just eat a fried chicken breast sandwich on some bread and not have like nothing on it. Like, but it was still pretty tasty. But like, them kids got a sandwich from Slim Chickens. They got a sub from Jersey Mike's and I think Slim Chickens had a damn one of them had a brownie that looked delicious, and I lost it, and I'm mad because I want the brownie. But like, and then in their bag, they got like a voucher to go to Jersey Mike's, and you could feed the whole fam. It was like for four people.
Hey,
They get a sandwich, some chips, and a drink. I was like, hey, hold up. Who paid for this? Like, I don't fuck them kids. I don't like them that much. But nah, shout out to Jersey Mike's. Black owned, by the way, in Tallahassee. And Slim Chickens owned by a brother, but it's still not better than Guthrie. We had Slim Chickens, and Trey said he wanted Guthrie's for dinner. I said, man, ain't this some shit? You could have got all the free shit, but they only eat when I'm paying. But anyways, though, appreciate that. What else we got?
Got one of your favorite YCs up next, James. We have some good news. Even though he went, I would classify them as ops for what they did to us that one season, but
Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. We're going to get past that. We're going to get past the PTSD. But huge shout out to your boy, Mr. Frier. He is committed to Jacksonville State, man, in Jacksonville, Alabama. How excited were you to see this news drop, James?
man, I'm telling you, dog, that's my favorite pilgrim this offseason. This made it all worth it, man. Matt Frier, legend at Florida State, like one of the original YCs. Like, you know how good you got to be white during that time? Like, we ain't talking about Freddie B and them. Don't get it twisted. Freddie B and them was good, but that was back before they let black people play. Like, this man went in and made a name for himself with colored players. Like, that's how good you got to be. But he came in, we were just talking, and he was just like, my son gonna work, he gonna work, man. He got the offer from GT, he got the offer from the HBCUs, and was like, I'm telling you, he was ready to go to an HBCU. He was ready to go to Mississippi Valley. But Jacksonville State offered him. I'm so happy for him. I know he's going to develop. I know he's going to do well. They're getting a really hard-working young man. And I'm just all for it, man. His dad told me, man, I will pay for you to get him. And Mark, I said, man, I don't even want your money. Just buy a couple kids some book bags, and we'll call it even. I'm going to work for you, work as hard. I'm going to talk about him. Man, Cade is just dope, man. I really, 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 really like him. Kudos to him. This is my favorite time again. We got him and Turn Up might have been two of my favorite guys from this past 7-on-7 season.
It looks like you're gonna have two new favorites, possibly with some FSU commitment news, James. So the first one being Tank Carrington committing to FSU, 4-star, number 41 ranked defensive lineman in that 2026 class, 6'2", 257 pounds, 6'8" wingspan, and 10.5-inch hands. You can see the commitment right there. He also wrestled as well, 24 sacks in his last 18 games. So that's a great stat to have right there. But
I don't trust Clay. Like, no defense to Clay. Click on Big Tank. Let's see what this is talking about, man. All right, where is he? Where are you from, man? He got the Polynesian sauce background. I want to see some game film, man. Ain't got no game film up there. Oh, you from? Oh, wait a minute. You from LA? Okay. Shoot. That's all right, but let's show me. Let's look at the camp footage that he does have. The camp footage there on his pin tweet.
Yes, he is from California, James. Just wanted to verify that. He goes to Kren Lutheran in Irvine, California. So
Okay.
I'll pull up the camp footage right now.
James Carrington.
Ooh, big boy. Oh, uses his hands, dips low. Okay. All right, that was easy work. Okay. Dang. Oh, all right. All right. I like it. Good. And y'all was talking about pot roast, man. People was hating on pot roast, man. Pot roast in there. Pot roast, you guys wanted too much too quick. You can't just put pot roast on it. You can't just sear it. Pot roast has to simmer. It's got to cook for a minute before to get all the delicious goodness out of it. So that's the way he recruit. Y'all over here wanting him to close on people. He ain't even been in Tallahassee 90 days yet. Like, let that man be. And let that man recruit how he want to recruit. Bro, did we talk about it on this show about how FSU fans were? I literally thought, yeah, we did it on the show. I thought Florida State was bottom of the barrel. I thought we was in low more. Man, at that time, we was ranked higher than goddamn Florida. Yeah, something like that. No, it was in 30s. I think now we got to be top 25. No, I think 18 at one point. Like, again, I don't really get involved in all of this stuff, and I would like to have cool, but like, we got cats visiting campus, we're getting traction, Every person that commits somewhere else, we lose on. But you ever notice that none of the other media like writes about the guys that they missed? Like it makes it seem like they getting everybody they going after. Like we just got this thing where we just want to cry about bullshit, man. But I'm happy about this kid. Like now, I ain't gonna hold you. I had to ask Pot Roast, hey, is the other kid any good? He said, yeah. I said, oh, man, okay, well, if you say he's good, I did not like his highlight film. I don't know what you saw, but you got to cook with these ingredients. I can firmly say, just from watching that camp film, and we will do some breakdowns of the class. I like that little camp stuff that I just saw right there. Hopefully, I get some real good film on them and see something better too.
Some more recruitment news from FSU, James. We got an American Heritage wide receiver to discuss. 4-star wide receiver Brandon Bennett, that is, has committed to the one and only FSU. Let me put up this graphic to show y'all. So, standing at 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, from Miramar, Florida, chose us over Florida and Georgia. And he said, quote, all glory to God, no family, let's do it, unquote.
Good stuff. Good for him. Like, hey, as long as he can catch, he's already in another category. You know, he was recruiting guys that couldn't catch a cold, butt naked in Alaska, wet. So I'm with it. Good shot. I think he's a speedster. So
I can't keep up with these acronyms. He didn't say that. AGT.
Man. Like, I don't be paying attention to that. Like, a few years ago when Drake dropped God's Plan, like it wasn't a few years ago, however long ago that was, it was God's Plan. Everything was God's plan. And now it's,
you're young, Jaden.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So next we got some FSU track news to cap off our FSU segment. So we got some nice awards to discuss. So FSU ladies earned the NCAA first team All-American honors for their 4x100 meter relay team. So these ladies are Lucy Mae Sleeman, Shanice Walker, Liana Tyson, and Doyen Soremi, and they earned this after placing 7th with a time of 43.30 seconds. And we got some more All-American awards to get through. So a familiar name in Shanice Walker has earned the first team All-American honors after placing 6th in the 100 meters with a time of 11.23 seconds. Then you have another All-American right here with Kalia Libbard for getting that 51.69 second time in the women's 400 meters. And next, last but not least, you have Tyra Wilson, who received the NCAA All-American honors for her women's 400-meter hurdles with a time of 55.57 seconds. So shout out to the Lady Seminoles on that track doing their thing and bringing some awards to the FSU Seminoles. Now, James, this is a continuation segment, because we like to discuss these old college football logos. And today we are in the G5. We did the other major P4 conferences. Now we're going to take a look at your favorite G5 retro logo. So I'm going to read you the names of this and for the chat from left to right. So starting at the top left, you have Memphis. Then you have Marshall, Tulane, UTSA, University of Texas, San Antonio, USF, UConn, Navy, Air Force, Boise State, and James Madison with the dog. So, James, if you had to pick one of these G5 teams, who had the best retro logo?
I like Memphis. Not Memphis, excuse me, Marshall. I like Marshall.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
That James Madison kind of cold, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one.
Yeah. That's my first time seeing a James Madison logo. But like that's kind of hard.
Yeah, because the current one is just the 3 letters.
Oh,
JM.
Boo.
Yeah, it's just JMU. Yeah. But I like the Marshall one as well. I like the Marshall one. That's probably my favorite for sure.
Yeah. Give me an angry animal as my logo. I think you can't miss with that. Like that does look like that herd by that's the leader of a thundering herd.
No, for sure. The Marshall one, definitely that mad animal is going hard though. That is my favorite one for sure. That Marshall one. But glad you selected your pick for the best retro G5 logo. And even though we didn't say USF, they had some pretty groundbreaking news for the stadium and for their football program, James. So USF has officially began construction for their on-campus stadium. This 35,000 seat, $348.5 million stadium is currently projected to be finished ahead of the 2027 season. James are finally getting a football stadium on campus. So, man, I don't know if they'll get tired of going to Raymond James, but definitely a good job or good thing for the students for sure.
Definitely. Brings more money, more attractions, more fun stuff to do. Like nothing like being able to walk like to the stadium when things are cracking and rocking. So kudos to them.
Now that we talked about some G5 schools, let's get into some SEC talk. I wanted to share this with the chat to see what your opinion was, James, and if you would have this ranking like CFB Kings did. So let's get into the SEC's top 5 home field advantages, and let's see where you rank these schools, or if you have another school you would throw in the mix. So number 1, excuse me about that, they have the Swamp having the best home field advantage in the SEC, then LSU, then Tennessee, Texas A&M, and Bama coming in that 5th spot. James, thoughts on this list, and what would you do to fix this?
Like, I know anything that I say, if y'all clip this, is going to get hated on. But is it really a home field advantage if you don't have an advantage when it comes to these things? There are 2 teams on this list who have actually done something in the last decade. And I would say Bryant-Denny Stadium should be number 1. It's a tough place to play. It's Bama. They have tradition. They're winning. There's no fucking way that the Swamp, with teams that barely going 500, should be an intimidating place to play. I'm sorry. Number 2 can stay with LSU. Ever since I can remember, everybody has talked about what it's like playing the Death Valley at 7 p.m. Like, Death Valley is one of the more intimidating places to play. If you want to put Florida after that, I still think is bullshit because Georgia should be at number 3. Then, having played in the Swamp, I will give them top 5 because it is a place, and having visited Tennessee when I was a prep, I give that over Kyle Field because, again, Texas A&M has not won a game since Technicolor, since before the last Great War. Like, it can't be intimidating just because it's got a lot of people in it. Like, a quiet stadium is not intimidating. So, like, hell, I've been in the Swamp when you could hear a rat pissing on cotton. So, like, the term rat pissing on cotton? Hold on real quick. But nah, those would be my thoughts, bro.
So we're going to move on in this college segment to wrap up on a baseball fact for the fans. I know FSU fans were hurt because the team did not progress in the Men's College World Series, but we got to talk about this crazy statistic from this pitcher on Arkansas. So Gage Wood did a very, very historic thing. He threw the first Men's College World Series no-hitter since before we was integrated, James. So he's done it. He's done it. He's bridged the line, and man, just something crazy. Doing that in the Men's College World Series hasn't been done since 1960, and hopefully he leads the Razorbacks to a championship. But just wanted to share that with you all before we get into the NFL. James, the Bengals are in the news again, and people have been speculating about what Shamar Stewart, their first round draft pick from this past draft, will do. And there's been some speculation that he could get redrafted if he doesn't negotiate a contract, or if I should say, the Bengals don't negotiate a contract with him. So these are just some rules and principles about how he could potentially get redrafted in 2026. So the collective bargaining agreement sets forth the procedure for players who don't want to play for the team that has drafted them. In a nutshell, the player can sit out the entire year and re-enter the draft. If he doesn't like where he was drafted the second time, he can sit out a second season and then become an undrafted free agent following the next draft. If you guys did not know, Shamar Stewart and his agent just want to be secure and have that the regular rookie contract, but instead the Bengals are trying to implement a new contract with Shamar Stewart being that guinea pig, and him and his agent has said, no, we do not want to be the guinea pig. We want that guaranteed money. And this has been some thoughts around the situation. James, do you think he could potentially go to a new team next year and sit out this year?
I mean, I think that's an option. I don't think it'll work for him in the manner in which he wants it to, though. I think there's absolutely no pressure or anything for him to do to sign this before they go to training camp. Which they won't, until the Bengals take this contract off of the table, there is no reason for him to sign unless they do what's right. Now, he re-enters the draft. There's going to be a plethora of of new players that don't have the rust of not playing football for a year on him, and he'll probably be a day 2 pick, which would lose him a lot of money. And it's just like, that's what I would advise him, that we're not gonna sit. We're gonna threaten it, but we're not gonna actually sit until next season. But I think the Bengals are fucked up for the way that they're handling this, though.
There's definitely been a lot of controversy surrounding the Bengals, as they have not agreed to a contract with their star defensive lineman, Trey Hendrickson. So, man, it's looking scary in Cincinnati, but hopefully Shamar Stewart will get that contract he has been looking for. Next, speaking of names that start with an S in this year's draft, we have to talk about Browns quarterback Shador Sanders. Man, it looks like he is the talk of the town, James. He's been going to these camps, been going to these schools, and the kids have chosen their favorites. Shador is definitely a fan favorite with the kids. So we got a quick video of him participating at a youth camp, and you can just see how elated these kids are.
Shador Sanders, quarterback here at Cleveland. My favorite memory is the home run wrist gun.
I'm so glad he's doing he's having a good time. And just like, you want to know what's crazy? I'm not for the guy saying athletes need to be humbled or whatnot. But like, maybe the marketing strategy wasn't the best for Shador the last 3-4 years.
This seems to be more the real him.
Yeah, what if we saw this? Like, this is how, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it makes you, like, I don't care if he would have got drafted. I just have my opinions on his play style. But I'm rooting for the kid. I think people are over exaggerating some of the things they see, but that doesn't mean I don't want him to be successful. I want him to be even more successful based upon what he's doing right here. That was kind of fun. Like, I think that just goes, damn, Adrian's crazy, dog. That's wild. That's terrible. But she's not wrong. Like, we do probably need to do something different with that. He does have the Shamar Stewart, not Shamar Stewart, the Shamar Moore, Diary of Mad Black Woman braid. You're right, but like, he just gotta. Like, again, keep doing this. Just make plays, man. Everything will take care of itself. I promise you.
Speaking of quarterbacks, James, and the Cleveland Browns, they are notorious for switching out their QBs, James. So I have this infographic right here, and we're going to get into the number of starting QBs each team has had in the last 10 seasons. So, to no surprise, Cleveland is up top with 19.
So a year.
What'd you say?
They're averaging 2 a year.
Averaging 2 a year. Yep, pretty much almost to that number. And then you can see down at the very bottom, Seattle with I believe Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, and Drew Lock, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got Tampa, the Chargers, the Packers, Lions. Then you got some teams with 7 quarterbacks. The Jags have had 9 in the last 10 seasons.
Oh no, okay, I can see it. Yeah, we have had that. Injuries will help, and then like stuff like that. Yeah,
because Mac Jones would technically be there.
Yeah.
So we had a couple in the mix as well. But any surprising numbers, James? I know Cleveland isn't surprising because we know how much they swap out quarterbacks. But any teams on here that surprised you with the number of starting QBs they had in the last 10 years?
Kansas City with 7. I didn't think that. I didn't really know that Philly had 8. But then again, even on their first Super Bowl run, they had 2 on that one, so I could see that. What it shows you is that quarterback is not very stable. And it's not necessary. Like, this right here is more reason to go against the quarterback as the most important person on the team. Like, best team has had 7 in the last decade. In KC. That was toward the end of the Patriots dynasty. They had 8. Trying to think who else on here is, like, the Rams are on there. But, like, look at the guy. You would think the teams with the most stability would be the ones that win the most games, right? Only one of them. Only one. And that would be the Bucks. I mean, Chargers went from having Phillip Rivers to old boy now. I mean, they've been extra stable. So they still can't beat the team. And the Jags, they ain't had no stability. The Jags have had damn near more head coaches than they've had quarterbacks.
Yeah, I just wanted to share this list with you because it was a perfect segue from Shador to the Browns and the number of starting quarterbacks they had. But speaking of some notable teams we mentioned, like the Jaguars, we have an infographic from Fox Sports NFL that I wanted to share with you all. So let me get this going and let's discuss which team do you think will have an MVP winner from this list of 6 teams who has not had an MVP winner. That would be the Cardinals, Texans, Jags, Saints, Jets, and Bucks. Which player or which team do you see being an MVP that will knock one of these teams off of this list right here, James?
Tampa. I can see Baker having an MVP caliber season.
He almost had one last season, to be fair.
Houston, maybe. Outside of that, I don't really see. I mean, if Trevor could have enough hype, but a lot has to go right with Trevor for Trevor to get that, man.
I'm not counting out. I don't know, but hopefully we can see how Justin does in New York, man, because that team is definitely solid on both sides of the ball for sure. So maybe he could get a little something shaken with Aaron Glenn. But like you said, yeah, I do think CJ Stroud has a potential to do that. Baker Mayfield as well. But just wanted to share with that, get your thoughts on that as well. So next thing we got to discuss is a quick blast from the past segment. So we're going to look at the top 10 selling NFL jerseys in 2005, 2 decades ago. So let's see if any of these names surprises you guys and you, James. So coming in at number 1, you got Randy Moss, the Moss man himself. Number 2, Mike Vick. Number 3, Tom Brady. Number 4, Mr. McNabb. Number 5, Big Ben. Number 6, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. Number 7, Byron Leftwich. Number 8, Carnell Williams. Number 9, Jeremy Shockey. And number 10, Mr. Tiki Torch Barber. Any of these players surprises you in this top 10 selling NFL jerseys from 2005?
Byron Leftwich.
For sure. I was looking for that answer. I was definitely surprised to see that on the list as well, cracking that top 10. But huge shout out to Mr. Leftwich, man, getting on that list from the past. And we got to transition from that into a more famous infographic, a continuation, if you will, on some players in the NFL, and most specifically, which players are the most disappointing on their current team. This is from one of your favorite Twitter accounts, James, Dove Kleiman, if you will, but just a little joke. But let me share this with you right here. So, James, these are his every team's most disappointing player list right there. And let's just get straight to it. Go to the home team. Trevor Lawrence is the most disappointing player on the Jags right now. I don't really know about that, but we'll put a pin into that one. Has CJ Stroud. That's a little harsh. That's a little harsh.
Why would he put CJ? Man, that's stupid.
Deshaun Watson. I get it. I get it.
I mean,
I get it. Kyler Murray. I feel like a lot of QBs are going to get the short end of the stick. No pun intended for Kyler Murray, but I feel like a lot of QBs are going to get the short end of the stick. Kirk Cousins.
You shouldn't have expected much from Kirk Cousins.
Justin Tucker.
I don't know.
They cut the tight end yet?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That
should
be the most disappointing person.
For sure. But you can see a lot of quarterbacks are on this list. Anthony Richardson is on here.
Why is Pacheco on that?
I have no clue. They just had to throw somebody out there, I guess.
Wait a minute. Why is Russell is on a whole new team?
Yeah, Mr. Dove, we caught you lacking, man. Come on, you gotta fire the intern on this one, man, because he ain't on the team no more.
Daniel Jones is like. I get Russell Wilson being the most disappointing person with the Giants, and where's Daniel Jones is with who?
The Vikings.
I think they're talking about in the whole franchise history, right?
Nah.
That's the only way.
Trevor Lawrence wouldn't be the most disappointing player in franchise history. The drunk boy, wide receiver would be that, because so right. Much. And Tyreek Hill is not the most disappointing person with the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pineapple Boy is the most disappointing guy. still can't forgive that guy when he put that when the Dolphins played the Bills. This guy said it was supposed to be you, the safety, and then he hits him and Russell has a concussion. Oh, that was great theater.
But yeah, Mr. Dove, we are on you, man. Whoever your intern is, man, they're in some trouble, man, because they got caught lacking for sure. Next, we have a video from a rookie who was undrafted to the Dolphins, like you mentioned, Pineapple Boys, feature target, AJ Henning. And he gave us a look into what a rookie gets from their team in regards to the clothes and the shoes and the apparel. So got this video for you guys right here. So let's see how much stuff a rookie gets when he signs to a NFL team. Got the nice slides.
They give him a lot more gear now.
Dang. Whew. You don't need no hoodies in Miami. What you mean?
Bro, is that the Nike yoga gear?
I'll let this video play one more time, James, so you can see the kicks at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, those are fire. Yeah, I gotta get rid of Coach. I like those coaching shoes. Ooh. I want them. Did anybody else see those? Tell me I wasn't the only one. Them things was fire, dog.
But yes, just to reiterate, that was the Miami Dolphins undrafted wide receiver AJ Henning, and he just gave us a sneak peek on some of the swag he got from the Dolphins. And man, that was a lot of stuff. Like you said, James, they are giving them duffies full of stuff. It looks like us when we left Lee Steinberg event. That's what it looks like.
Hey man, I can't wait to go get some gear. Shit, I just thought about something. We gotta figure out how to get. I may have to. I don't know. Like that was swagged out right there, man. Like I wouldn't like. See, that's the crazy. Like when people used to pick on us. What you guys, you athletes, you just wear your gear all around, and you think you're so big and bad. I'm like, it's free and it's like dope. Like, why would you purposely not be comfortable? Like going to class, we're not like this ain't fam where you get dressed up in like full church gear and wear heels and boots to go to class. I'm being comfortable. Them slides would be getting all kinds of play. Like a pair of slides, 3 pairs of shoes. Man, that's crazy. But that stuff's fly though. Everybody would know I'm a Dolphin if I was in Miami. As expensive as it is to live in Miami, I'd be so homeless dressing, looking like that.
Speaking of stuff that's not fly, James, you know, it was Father's Day this past Sunday, yesterday. Shout out to all the fathers out there. And you know what they say, the fathers never get the love they deserve, like on Mother's Day.
Never.
And we got something to prove that. And it is a AFC South rival, and their social media team didn't do their job. So let's get into it because this intern probably got fired. So the Tennessee Titans have deleted this Father's Day post that went viral yesterday morning. And they said, quote, "Happy Father's Day to all the Titans moms and fatherly figures."
You know what we used to have to do? And I did it. I'm not going to lie to you. I did it. As a man who was raised by a single mother, I used to say silly shit like, "Happy Father's Day to all the single mothers out there." Until I became a father. Then I realized how dumb that shit was. That's why we have Mother's Day for mothers being good mothers. Father's Day is for fathers. Just because your father wasn't shit doesn't mean you get to pass that on. Praise a man who is doing good shit as a father. But this is basically what I'm sure they got all kinds of tweets. The bitter baby mama brigade was happy about this. They was retweeting this and saying, yeah, this one's for us. My new favorite team is the Tennessee Titans. But like, that's what it feels like. But like, it's just nobody, like my guy, Ali Sadiq. Father's Day is the absolute worst holiday. Like, just take it. It implies just fucking take it off the calendar at this point. Like, fuck us, man. We already know that. That bastard Trey didn't even tell me. Trey told me Happy Father's Day at 3:00 in the afternoon. I done been with the boy for a whole trip from Tallahassee. We'd have been at a football camp, and it's just like, oh yeah, I didn't get you anything, but can you take me to Dick's Sporting Goods? I'm like, damn, dude, I know what to say. Like, I don't really care, but god damn, you asking me for shit. Mom got an Apple Watch. I ain't get shit. I had to bring dinner home. I ain't getting nothing. Like, but again, Tennessee Titans are showing, this, that. What did the blood say? This is that liberal bullshit that they wanted, the identity politics tweets. Nah, but yeah, that just showed that again, fathers, nobody gives a fuck about dads. One day we will care, but just that day ain't today.
Yeah, imagine a single dad. Wish him a happy Father's Day.
Oh, it's tons. I know a lot of single fathers.
Yeah,
Like, I ain't talking about if you co-parent, you're not single. You're not a single parent. You're a parent that's single. It's a difference. But I know some dads whose baby mamas ain't shit. But you don't get to say that. That becomes people, they bring up postpartum, they bring up all this other stuff that just, what's crazy when I found out that postpartum is an excuse that ladies use that only affects like 8% of mothers. Like, I'm not saying it's not bad, but what I'm saying is that statistically speaking, you don't have it.
Yeah,
you're just fucking tired. And that happens. Like, your body went through something. It happens. But like, or if it was so prevalent, right? Wouldn't the safest place for a baby be with a dad? It's just using your logic. But I do know one day we will find a way to praise people who are doing the right thing. But like, this one clearly was a mess up. And yes, this I just want to know, I want to be a fly on the wall. And so this is up there with Florida State and Turbo posting the MLK flyer. Like with the MLK, did you? Yeah, you were at Florida State, then, Jaden? Or was that before you got there? No, because you went to Florida State.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy. I was there. I went 2021.
No, that was 2018. You weren't there yet.
Dang, I was just in high school.
No, 2019. Because it was the off season going into tax last year before he got fired. But and it wasn't so much that he used the Nike glove. That was bad. It wasn't even a good Photoshop edit. It was like it was a size, it made MLK look like he wore size 2XL gloves. and he was told no, but yeah, happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Shout out to the fathers, and yes, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Now it is time for our big games, excuse me, BS segment, where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world. And we are outside of the typical football world with this.
Not you, my bad. I just looked at my Facebook. You ever had somebody retweet or post something to yours that you don't fucking like? That's something I posted.
Yeah.
Would I be wrong for saying, bitch, this ain't for you? Don't post my shit. I don't like you. And he knows it. And I think he's doing this on purpose right now. That's why that bitch ain't show up to goddamn Lincoln. Should have showed up to the goddamn camp, and I would have been able to just could have ended it. Anyways, my bad. Go ahead, Jaden. I'm just that fucking pissed me off right there.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, for sure. It's all right. Gotta let it out, man. The Facebook haters be watching for sure. They do be lurking. But we have a UFL champion to discuss. The DC Defenders have won the UFL Champions League. They are the champs. So huge shout out to the DC Defenders. And man, they capped off a new monumentous season as this league is going to continue to progress, going to get more eyes on it. So huge shout out, to the city of DC for getting that dub. And speaking of getting a dub, your girl Angel Reese messed around and got that triple dub. You know what I'm saying? So she earned her first WNBA career triple double. She got 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists 7 minutes into the fourth quarter. She officially recorded her first career triple double and the second triple double of the season, only behind her rival, Caitlin Clark.
So shout out to the sexy llama. One, when she wears glasses, man, it just takes her to a whole nother level. And then Caitlin tried to wear glasses. It doesn't help. It definitely doesn't help. Like, take the glasses off, baby. But they say, you know, everybody talks about her me bounce. But she's starting to like part of it, like she is the only person that if they took away all of her rebounds, like the rebounds of shots that she missed, she would still average a double-double. So like she's crashing. She's good. They just need to stop trying to make her shoot. Like she really needs to work on that post game. But like everything else she does, like she's a baller. She's just like her and Caitlin played two completely different positions.
Like the picture in the corner says, Angel Reese files the trademark for the me bounce term. She loves the trolling. She loves the haters. She thrives off the hate. You can see right there. She put it in that USPTO. If you don't know what that means, gotta look it up. Gotta use Google for that one. But she did file her trademark for the me bounce terms.
That's
because
not a good picture right there either.
Long
ass neck. Don't just say it just looks like the neck is like extra long right there, man. And she kind of looked like I've never really seen Star Wars or Star Wars, but she kind of got a little Jar Jar right there. The Jar Jar Binks character, like I don't like that for her. Oh no, man, you can't do that. We gotta get the picture where she just showed a picture that she had a little skirt. Like I don't want my daughter dressing like this. This bothers me. But as a man, I gotta talk. We gotta start talking to our sisters and our daughters like with some real game. Like, hey, baby, we like you, but you dress like a whore. And you're gonna get like we're gonna be googling or not googling. Was it? Anyways, like, but she had this thing where it was just at the cheek, but she don't got a lot of cheek, but she got a cleft a little bit, but like. Yeah, anyways, man.
Congrats to Angel for getting her first career triple-double in the WNBA. Huge shout out to her. So, James, this next... I'm sorry. This is just funny. This next segment is our continuation episode, and it's none other than the OG Wildin segment. So this is one of those former NBA players who was getting into trouble, let's just say, and he wasn't a fan favorite in a lot of the teams, and that is the man none other than Steven Jackson, aka Stack. So Stack is on the coaching staff of the Big Three. He has a team that he coaches in Ice Cube's Big Three League. And things got a little bit shaky after they lost their first game of the season. And he was seen trying to scuffle with the other team right here live on 4K on CBS. So let's take a look at how this OG was wilding.
Man, I hope I'm never. I hope I'm never this old guy. I used to like when he first got into the media, like he was like real, like and it was good, it was refreshing. But like now it's just a stick that's getting old. Do we have the video of him in the locker room? Yeah, like cause this shit is just this is crazy, man. Like I don't understand. I'll give some opinions here in a second.
And it doesn't help that Vernon Maxwell is one of his assistant coaches as well. So that team is doomed for failure, if I had to just add that. But yeah, James, what did you have to touch on with this stack subject?
So, yeah, as a guy who just went to his neighborhood and had a blast, loved it, glad I came back. You don't go your whole life to get out of circumstances to try to continue to show that, oh, I'm about that life. Like, bro, you are a multi-million. He may not have as much as he had in the league, but I know he's still worth millions, right? Bro, you are a multi-millionaire. Go set your ass down somewhere. Here's a guy who feels the need to go check in with teenagers in O Block to pretend like he's still that guy. Like for what? For Twitter? For social media? Like have a real beef with somebody. Have it be organic. Like you're a coach. Have some decorum. But like even in that, he's like, man, I'm this, I blah, 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 that. Like, dog, why can't we just be tough, like in a different manner? Why does it have to be I'm tough, but like I gotta be a gang, I gotta pledge gang grad chapter and shit. Like, this is the shit that really bothers me. Because he's so good at stuff. Like when it comes, like he's gonna do some Muslim shit later on. And talk about like you can't pray 5 times to the east or whatever. I'm sorry, I apologize if I got it wrong. But you can't be praying 5 times and then trying to do this shit. Like it's like, come on, bro, what are we doing?
It's just honestly have an issue.
That big another part of it, I believe he has anger issues.
Go get help.
Go get help. You're a multi-million, like you're really all right. So what I always have to tell people, and this is when I know it's the people who are always, I'm from such and such, and I'm about to do that aren't about to do shit. It's the one that's, it was somebody told me a story about one time when I was young. And I didn't want to do something, but when the person came to me, they said I was sitting down, I was at Fairview, I was drinking my chocolate milk, and the dude came over there and they told me that my god brother got in a fight, and and then one of the dudes was like, "You ain't about to do shit," and the dude came over, he wanted to prevent me from doing it, and I was enjoying the chocolate milk because it was ice cold, and I just said, "All right." And then I was ready. It's like those are the ones that's when you know, oh shit, I might have just fucked up. Perfect scene. Again, if you want to talk about goons, I'm not going to be the guy to say, why is it black culture got to be always? Every culture has their goons. The Italians got the mob. The Irish has got the mob. Whites got KKK and all kind of other bullshit. Everybody got something. But have you ever seen A Bronx Tale? When the bikers came in and they were messing with the guy at the bar. And the dude didn't get mad, didn't raise his voice. He goes and he locks the door. He says, Nas, you can't leave. And the dudes who were trying to antagonize this, immediately their soul left their body because they knew, oh shit, we finna have to like really knuckle up and buckle up. And that's what I'm almost wishing happens with Stack. I'm ready for somebody to just say, all right, bro, cool. We all going, like we're all going to jail. Like, okay. Cause you know what's gonna happen? Everybody going to the because the only way you're not gonna go to county, right? Or to the normal booking is if you leave and you're able to get your attorney and you're able to negotiate terms and turn yourself in. But we're gonna all be in that bitch. And at that point at night, you all taking you all gonna be in there for overnight. And you know what I'm gonna try to do if they put us in the same holding cell? If you made me go there overnight, I'm whooping your ass in the fucking holding cell too. I had to ask somebody, I said, do you really want to eat bologna sandwiches that bad? Because we can. Like we can talk this out and I can just go buy the bologna and we can just make the bologna sandwich, or we can really go and do this and go eat bologna sandwiches like on the government's dime. And then you're going to have to post bail. Then you're going to have to do all this other shit, all because you wanted to look cool in front of cameras and bolster this image that you have that you don't even need to have. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Again, I'm not here to say if somebody did something to you that you shouldn't do it, but like, bro, I don't understand what this is about. De-escalation, yep.
Yes, Dak, you can't be doing that, man, for your man Ice Cube, man, especially when you're on CBS, man. You're on CBS.
And you know what? If I'm Cube, I'm cussing him. I'm real. Okay, dog. All right. You old block, bitch. We West Coast. Like I created this fake image of gangsters that you're trying to emulate. Yeah. Bruh, you messing up the bread. You messing up the bread.
Still not bad as DeMarcus.
Nah. These O-ends is worse than the Y-ends.
For real. We got 2 more posts to recap before we finish tonight's episode. Just want to give you guys a quick score recap of the game. It's currently 35, to 22 in the second quarter of the NBA Finals. OKC is up 35 points to the Pacers 22 points. They are playing at Oklahoma City.
Cheating.
So we have some USA news that is dear to my heart. Kind of hurt me to watch this game, but it was a blowout. So USA did beat Trinidad and Tobago 5-0 in their Gold Cup opener yesterday. I watched this game and it was not good to watch. My dad and me and our family was pretty sad to watch us get blown out like that. But man, stuff happens. But hey, at least it was the USA. So shout out to the USA boys for doing their thing. And last but not least, James, the champ is back. The king is back. The ruler is back. So Joey Chestnut said he is returning to the famous 4th of July Nathan's hot dog eating contest after missing last year's competition due to a contract dispute. This is Shamar Stewart right here in the flesh in the football world. But man, Joey Chestnut, a legend. And have you ever seen one of his videos, James, of him at the contest?
I don't like this picture here, man. This looks like what some of these amateur OnlyFans girls looks like their face with the glizzy, the grip of the glizzy is just like the jaw, whatever they do, that's what it looked like, man. Like
the real
just
throat
gross
goat
to me now. What happened to the Japanese dude that was killing the game?
They didn't come close.
Yeah, like it's disgusting, dog. Like I enjoy I enjoy a good glizzy. In fact, I was disappointed today because I went to go get a glizzy from Jock's Glizzies. That's not what it is. What's it called? Jock's Hot Dogs. And because my grandmother came and I was like, "Yo, grandma, you wildin'?" She's like, I had a good hot dog in a long time. I want a hot dog. I was like, "Grandma, I'm gonna get you a hot dog." Every time I go by Jock's, he hasn't been there, but he told me he's only working Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'll be in Valdosta tomorrow at Lowndes County High with a camp. And but we will go get, I'm gonna go get my grandmama a glizzy on Wednesday, and I'm gonna get me a chili cheese glizzy. And I'm gonna enjoy it and be happy about life. But like, I don't know how you find out you can eat 50 glizzies in a day, dog. Like, that's just, to me, it's on par with the whore who said she slept with, was it 1,000 dudes? There's no way to sleep with 1,000 dudes, right? It was 100 or something like that. But that's a lot of, that's a lot. That's a lot of centricular meat being shoved down your orifice. I think we got to just, America could be made great again if we just kind of just chill out with the shoving things down our throat, being the throat goat.
The real throat goat, Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, that's wild.
I always wonder what it's like after when they got to use the bathroom. That's what I be thinking about. Like, how does that look?
Destroyed. Like, gotta be, right? Like, it's no way that just the toilet can just walk away like normal, right? Like, you got to put them in porta potties. Like, there's no, like, I just, yeah. There's got to be is there like this got to be like a circuit, right, to eat all of this food? Like, just because, like, do you do prelims?
Oh,
like, how do you work out for this? Do they test for drugs? Because, like, I mean, like, listen, like, smoking weed increases my appetite like a motherfucker. And what's crazy is it's just like increases my appetite and it makes me extremely thirsty. Like, do they smoke before this? Is that legal? Like, do they take, I don't know, man. Like, I got questions, man. I have questions.
It used to be something you'd be like proud as an American to see. Now it's kind of like,
with all of I think it's because it's so much other shit going on in America that I just can't be proud of. I don't care enough, but I can't be proud of that. I damn sure don't want to come to this and just be like, at least we're winning in the shoving 6 inch we're like just shoving things down my throat. I just don't want to. Will 4-5 be there? 4-7? That'd be cool. Like, he can shove meat down his throat while the president watches with the, like, is that something that is done? Like, I just, man, bro, it's wild. It's a lot of wild shit going on in the world, guys. A lot of people are dealing with real shit. And maybe I should enjoy this because I don't know how much longer this season of Earth is gonna last, because they're fucking bombing. The Middle East has got no peace, and the whites are going crazy. So, do we have the lineup of who he's competing against, Jaden, or we just know it's or is there just like who else is shoving meat down their throat?
Let me check.
And why is this the one sport that we don't have equality in, that I think maybe other people should be dominating this? This is a unisex competition. Like, we don't have women shoving meat down their throat.
Who wants to go to that contest?
Or is it wrong if transmissions are in this?
Oh Lord, you took it so I mean, I don't see why.
I'm just saying, like, would we be protesting equality in sports? Like, if, you know, hey, I'm just, I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, could they? Like, I'm just thinking outside the box. Like,
try to sue Lyft.
yo, she could, bro. That shit would be, I would like almost quit, even though it seems like the skinnier you are, the better you are at these.
You gotta be smart.
But like the stank danks or something like that, dank dungeon or some shit like that.
Is that what she calls?
It's something dank, something. I think so. But like I just know, I know her the back fat of her left knee smells crazy. Like not even just all of it, just the back fat of her left knee. But like why would she sue? Like I wouldn't put her in Griselda in the F-150. That bitch, I know that thing. I know my shocks ain't as good as they used to be no more. Or I would put her in a car and just purposely just drive over all speed bumps. Just to see that thing. And then just put it on, create a fat OnlyFans and just let that thing jiggle. Did we find the competition thing or no, Jaden?
It doesn't say who else is on the lineup, but I have a crazy fact for you. So, in 2024, Chestnut instead faced off against longtime rival Takeru Kobayashi in a hot dog eating contest on Netflix last September in 2024. And Chestnut set a world record by consuming 83 hot dogs. Ugh, that's crazy. Whoo! I can't imagine, man. I cannot imagine.
I'd be one like 3, 4 maybe. Again, it just depends on how hungry I am. But this man is double fisted. But
that's all we got for tonight, folks. So, James, any last words to say to the fans on big games?
D-Shaw, you said what were they talking about? They doing the spaces now? He said, I guess my guy Sam and like and Seymour aren't happy with, I mean, they're never happy with recruiting. But you know, I guess stuff is going on with that. Shit. They just told me the size of old boy from that the D tackle. I mean the D lineman. I thought he was bigger than that. They say he's 6'2". He looked bigger than 6'2" on that video, but he's got like a wingspan of 6'8", which is wild. Oh my goodness! I just looked at this, man. People are terrible people. My guy, I like X. I gotta get X on the show, but X does have to push the talk voice. And they're talking about they just like you know he has the thing where the thing, but like his is like you know people put the vibrator up. He doesn't have the vibrator. He literally has a thing right here, and it's kind of cool when you think about it. He pushes it. He pushes it in, and then he can talk. And then he pushes it, and he stops talking. But like it's like a push to talk. It's like I never saw that before. Yeah, man. Anyways, that's all I got to say. With this stuff, I guess nobody going through all of the other different things. But man, I appreciate you guys for coming and checking us out. MFTKfoundation.com. We'll be dropping things to get people prepared for the 6th annual book bag drive. We definitely need people to donate. Anybody with businesses, please let me know. We would love for you guys to be a part of it. JamesColemanGivesBack.com will be the website that you go to for for bags and all of those different things, man. Outside of that, man, I really appreciate you guys for being here with us on Monday. Check us out Wednesday afternoon for more big games BS. Appreciate you guys for chopping up with me. We'll see you next time.